Hey y'all, I'm Jordan. I'm a 23-year-old, almost 2 years post-grad, who's been living in Mexico City for about a year now, documenting my journey of navigating and building a life abroad. And it's been a great experience so far, but I hit a point in my journey where I let my doubts and worries keep me from being present and just enjoying it. And I want to rediscover that excitement I had when I first got here. So I'm starting this series to continue documenting the real experience of living abroad, but also to capture the beautiful things and opportunities that Mexico City has to offer. So join me as I get back out there and explore different places, connect with other foreigners, track my weekly spending as a girl on a budget, give y'all some Mexico City how-tos, and continue to bring y'all in on what I'm learning and how I'm feeling along the way. So, welcome to my Mexico City Diaries. Okay. I really need to get like a plant in here. This is the new setup. And I like it. It's cute. It has lighting. Simple. Chill. I don't know how the audio is gonna go, but should be okay. So as I reflect on this week, what I'm starting to realize is that we all have little things in front of us that we can use to help us to reach the life that we envision for ourselves. It's really just about if we choose to see it, if we choose to focus on it, and actually deciding to put energy towards it. I knew it. Hey you guys, welcome back to a new vlog. What's happening? It's a regular week. Art week is over. If you guys haven't watched the art week, no, just so dark. Art week is officially over, but if you guys haven't watched the art week vlog, you guys should go watch it. It was pretty good. But yeah, we're starting just a regular schedule week in Mexico City, which is good because now that like all of the art week stuff is over, I get to like start working on projects that I wanted to work on, or that I had kind of like planned on starting once getting back to Mexico City. And so I'm actually starting one of those today. And so I will talk about it a little bit more later, but basically I'm going to start a docuseries about different people here in Mexico City who have relocated here and are like building their lives, and kind of just like doing a documentary that showcases how they are living in Mexico City, building, growing, all that stuff. And so I'm starting that this week. I'll kind of talk to you guys a little bit more today because I'm running a little late, but basically the first person that I am going to be showcasing, she is having an event that she is throwing for kind of like Valentine's Day themed. So I'm going to that, just like capture it, and so I can include it in her episode of the docuseries. And so I'm going to go do that. And yeah, again, I'll talk to you guys about it a little bit more. I just kind of wanted to like start the vlog for the week and let you guys know what I'm about to go do. So I'll show you guys a little bit of it, but most of it is probably gonna be in the docuseries that will come later. But yeah, okay, so I'll catch y'all later. This week, as I've been reading my Bible, I've been in the New Testament, in the Gospels, just reading about, Jesus going around and teaching and performing miracles and all of that stuff. And I was in Mark 8, and I was reading the story of, there was like a big crowd that had been following Jesus for a while, just for a couple of days. And Jesus was talking to his disciples, and he was saying like, I want to feed these people, like they're probably hungry. And the disciples were like, well, like we don't have enough food to feed all these people. And Jesus asked them, well, what do we have? And so they were like, we have, I think it was like 7 loaves of bread. And so Jesus was able to use those 7 loaves of bread to feed, I want to say it was like 3,000, maybe 4,000 people. I don't remember the exact number, but a couple thousand people, right? And that's had me thinking, like, there's so many stories in the Bible like that where God would ask somebody, well, what do you have? And so I think, like, oftentimes we are looking and like choosing to focus on all the things that we don't have, right? And we think that because we don't have those things, then we won't be able to do the things that we've been called to do, or that we, you know, have in our hearts to do. When really, like, God wants us to use what he's given us. We all have things that we can use in order to get to where we want to be, but we just choose not to focus on them, or choose not to see them as valuable enough or like sufficient enough to fulfill the things we want to fulfill. But God is able to work with the little all the time because he's God. And I was also reading another story, the parable of the sowers, I think it's called. I forget the name of the story. It might be like the parable of the sowers or something like that. But it's another story where a man gives his servants bags of gold. He gives one servant 1 bag, one servant 5, and then one servant 10, I believe. Or it might have been one servant 5, one servant 2, and one servant 1. But regardless, so the one that's given 5 is able to double it. The one that's given 2 is able to double it. And then the one that's given 1 buries it because he doesn't want to lose the 1 bag of gold that he does have. Because he's just thinking in scarcity. Like, he doesn't want to lose what he does have. And he's not seeing the 1 bag of gold as valuable enough to be able to get him more. And so there's a verse in that story that says, you have been faithful with few things, so I will put you in charge of many things, I think is how it goes. And I think we often feel like God is supposed to give us like these grand things in order to do the things that we feel like he's called us to do, when really, like, he's given us all that we need. It's just our choice on if we're going to use what he's given us to gain more, or if we're just going to bury what he's given us and not gain anything because we're scared or we think that he's not going to be faithful. And ultimately we just let what we do have go to waste because we don't want to use it. So for the rest of my time here in Mexico City, I really want to use the things that God has put in front of me. I think I spent a lot of time focusing on the things that I don't have, whether it's, you know, finances or security or full understanding on where I'm going, or like whatever it is. And I wasn't really seeing the things that I had in front of me, which is like time, freedom, this camera that I'm recording on, these ideas that I have, these people that I've met. Like, these are all things that I can use to push myself forward in what I want to do. I just have to use the things that I have. So one of the projects that I really want to work on while I'm here is a docuseries that focuses on different individuals here in Mexico City who are building a life for themselves and who are kind of like going against the grain of, you know, what's considered like a normal path or a normal way of doing life, and who are deciding to be bold and take risk and just like be fearless in the way that they are going about building the lives for them, in the way that they're going about building lives for themselves. And so really what I'm hoping to do is to capture, you know, different individual stories. Like, everybody has their own journey, their own path, and I really just am hoping to just create something that inspires people to go after the life that they want, and that kind of gives people exposure or perspective on what that looks like. Because I think a lot of times people want to do things that might be out of the ordinary, but they don't really have anyone that they've seen do it. And so when you don't see anybody who's done the things that you want to do, you kind of, I don't know, you see it more as unattainable. But with the docuseries, I really want to just show that it is possible. Like, yes, there's going to be challenges. Yes, there's things that you have to overcome, but it's really all about like taking the step of faith, taking the risk and being willing to fail in order to actually reach the life that you desire. And so that's really my goal with the docuseries. I've already met a lot of really cool people who have moved here and are doing really cool things, and who are building and who are trying new things, and who are really going after building a life that they envision for themselves. And so I really want to document that and capture that and showcase that within the docuseries, and really just showing what their lives look like now that they have taken that step to move here to Mexico and pursue their goals and their dreams and desires and all of that stuff.
They're always there.
Yeah.
You need something.
I know I need to eat. I know I need to go.
Especially
Absolutely, yeah. I'm on YouTube all
we
the
gotta
time.
support. We gotta support.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm definitely a YouTube girly too. I could watch. I love long form content.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like I just got involved with like a lot of events and community stuff.
Okay. I'm not sure I do this. Do I just cut this?
You know what? Yes, it might be helpful, but I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Thank you so much for asking.
This is so pretty, y'all.
Oh, thank you. And,
I know, all the time.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it reminds me of definitely the city, but with.
Even to your flowers, I'm a little corny and I like names. And so
So my first subject is Bree. I've known Bree, I don't know, I guess I met Bree probably within like the first month or so that I was here. Really, no, honestly, probably like the first week or so, because she came to my Bible talk group, and I remember her being at the first one. And so yeah, I met her pretty early on, and we haven't really gotten a chance to like fully connect, but I think this is like our opportunity to do so. But when I had the idea to do this project, she was one of the first people I thought of, because from what I've seen, like I think she's been here for maybe 2 going on 3 years, and she's built like a great life for herself. She's gotten into modeling. She seems to have like built a good community here, and she's also starting this new project or venture or whatever you want to call it, of like hosting these different events here in the city. And so I thought it would be really cool to kind of hear more about her story, and then capture what it is like to and then capture one of her events and see what it's been like for her to like start it, and what motivated her to start it, and all of that stuff. And so this night she had one of her events that she threw for Galentine's Day. She did like a flower arrangement thing, and it was really cool. She just had different people come, and she had different, flowers and stuff there, and vases and everything, and just had everything there for them to create their own flower arrangement for Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever. So yeah, I just asked her if I could come to the event and record it for this docuseries, and she immediately said yes, which, like, no questions asked. I didn't even really get to fully explain to her what I was hoping to get with the docuseries, but she immediately said yes, which I really appreciate, because I sometimes get nervous to ask people about stuff, and I don't know why. I guess I just don't want to feel like I am getting in the way, or like I am going to be an extra thing that they have to worry about on top of the other things that they have to do. And so I get a little like nervous to ask people like if they want to be a part of it, because I don't want it to come off as something that's going to like pile onto their plate, But she immediately said yes, and I really appreciated it. And at the end of the event, we were talking, and she was saying like how much she really appreciated that I even considered her in her event to showcase in my documentary. And I was also appreciative of her for saying that, because it really just helped me to be like, okay, well, yes, they're doing something for me, but it's also like I'm also kind of doing like a cool thing for them. I'm creating something that showcases their journey, and that helps them to reflect on their journey, and that also brings, I guess, a spotlight, maybe not a big spotlight, but it just brings some attention to whatever project or thing that they're working on. And so that kind of like helped me to get out of the mindset of like, I'm just asking somebody to do me a favor. It's a mutual thing, I feel like, and I think that that's how I have to approach it. I can't approach it as me being in the way or me doing, or like somebody doing something for me just that's, I don't know, not gonna add any value to their lives. And so that was a cool moment too, and it really just helped me to change my perspective on asking people to be a part of the project that I'm wanting to do.
These are absolutely stunning, and again, it shows that like we all similar, all the same materials, but we all have different minds because we're all different, but there's all that underlying similarities between us all. These are incredible. For just people to get together and create something and then take it home. Yeah. And then now you guys have a vase to make your next bouquet with them. So that's even the more exciting part. So
Bouquet for Bay.
Bouquet for Bay.
Oh my gosh. It was a squirrel. But no, keep going.
No, so it's me and my girlfriend, and one of her really good friends is, we thought of this idea as like a whole entire art house. So we had this ceramic studio, and we said we wanted a cafeteria to kind of host these events and, you know, provide like a different experience, because there's nothing like this here. And so that kind of was the idea, was that we did something. And so me, her friend and her boyfriend, we are all here all the time. Our friends are stopping in, so there's always people here. There's always something to do, like a workshop or a class, and so it's just a different experience. Hola Cristian, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Queen.
So did you? I was gonna ask. And so how do I keep up with you? Like Instagram? Or
Yeah, her page is Lua, so it's Luaa by Lu, Lu. So that's where you can find all of her events, all of her classes, and everything. So yesterday you can see like all the arrangements. We had a Valentine's Day. So you could book a painting a plate, and then you get a postcard with a Polaroid of you and your significant other.
that is so cool.
So it was a cool event. But yeah, on her page we have everything. And then the foam matcha and coffee, they do some events as well.
Okay.
So they had like sound bathing and like a yoga thing in this room. I think she has another one coming up of like a paint and sip.
Oh, okay.
So there's always just like different stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had a aroma class, so it was like make your own perfume upstairs. So it was pretty cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, it was a really different experience, but yeah, it's just all kind of different stuff happening here.
I will definitely come again because I can live so close.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that the matcha, she's a very like meticulous person when it comes to the matcha. So she's
good.
like, she's like, Mexico City doesn't have a great matcha, and so she wanted to kind of go like, yeah, exactly.
Did you guys like have experience like running something before, or was this like y'all's first
No, I think
experience with it?
Well, my girlfriend had her ceramic studio. She like started it a while ago, and then she outgrew it like very fast. And then she kind of told me about the issue of no materials, because she was like, it's hard for me to buy anything. So then I said, well, maybe we could look into it. But quite frankly, this is the first time we've done something like this, of this scale. I know our friend at the cafe, it's her first time as well. It was always her dream. And so it was like the right opportunity. The house felt right when we toured it, and we decided, let's do it. And so we came up with this idea, and we kind of just did it.
Yeah.
Well, no, we had no experience.
No, but I love when people just like are like, hey, I want to try it. Let's try it. Like,
That's what I
see how it
said.
goes.
I mean, I always, my whole mindset is always like, you're gonna be mad when someone else does it, no?
Yeah.
And so it's like you might as well try to do it first.
Yeah.
And then go from there. But yeah, I think since then it's been good. I mean, we opened like I think a month and a half ago, and a lot of people are coming in and just having a good time. That's sort of like the whole goal of what we wanted to do. So it's been fun.
Cool.
It's been cool.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I love
thank you.
is decor, everything. It's very aesthetic.
Yeah, we wanted to feel warm, no? It was like something like warm, artsy, and if you guys want, I can show you upstairs.
Yeah,
yeah, and then you can see it in the store as well. But we just wanted it to all feel like one inclusive building.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, before the whole outside was black, in here was like nothing but white. That wall was closed. It was just very like cut and dry, and it was like not what we originally anticipated or wanted. But after we, you know, designed everything and kind of just did what we could, it started to come together. And so we were happy with it.
So it's crazy that I met Danny this week because his stories are exactly the type of stories that I want to include in this docuseries. So yeah, it was really like perfect timing that I met him the week that I was really getting started with all these things. And so hopefully y'all will get to learn more about him in a future episode or something. We'll see.
El gordito con sus flores. ¿Y tú qué
All right, hi guys. So it is Saturday. I just finished with breakfast with my roommates and the weather sucks outside. So I am pretty much gonna just stay inside all day. And so I thought it would be fitting for my how-to of the week to cover streaming. So since I am here in Mexico, streaming is a little bit different. There are certain streaming platforms I can't get access to. Like I can't get Hulu, I can't get Peacock, and probably like Paramount Plus and stuff too. I don't have those, but they probably don't work in Mexico either. The ones that work are Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime. But even with those, like the selection is different. So for example, I am trying to watch a movie that just came out on Netflix. It's called Waves. But here in Mexico, when I search it up, it doesn't come up. So it's a movie that Netflix only offers to American streamers or streamers who are in America and probably not Mexico. And so what I do to fix that is I have a VPN account with NordVPN. I wish it was sponsored, but it's not. But it's what I've been using for a while now. I think I have like a 3-year subscription or something. And I think when I initially bought it, it might have been like, I want to say it was around like $80 something for 3 years. So with NordVPN, I have it downloaded on my laptop, and you can, basically what a VPN does is it makes it look like your computer is somewhere else. And so even though I'm in Mexico, I can select another country, and in this case I am selecting the US, but let me make it bigger. So yeah, you have an option. It'll show you like a whole map, and you can connect to the different IP addresses that are here as dots. So I can either select on the map or over here and just hit like the United States. But once I hit that, it connects me to an IP address in the States, and then I am able to go back to Netflix, refresh it, and now when I search for the movie that I'm trying to watch, it comes up. So yeah, that is my how-to. That will help you with getting certain stuff on Netflix, and it will also help you with getting access to certain streaming platforms, again, like Hulu, Showtime, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. I am about to watch Netflix all day and then probably watch the All-Star game later. So yeah, catch y'all later. So fun fact about me, I love Steph Curry, and anything that he is a part of, he is the reason that I am a basketball fan. And so anything that he is doing, I always tune in. And so I was very content spending my Saturday night in bed watching the All-Star weekend events and the shooting contest, and it was a good time. Alright, hi guys, buenos dias, happy Sunday. I just got out of church, and today I am what am I doing? Today I am hanging out with my roommate. We're going to the castle in Chapultepec, but first I am about to go to get breakfast, but I haven't ate anything and I don't have anything at the house. And so I am going to go to, what is the name of this place? I'm going to go to the Mercado. I talked about the Mercado in my sit down video, and so I thought it would be cool to show you guys. It's right around the corner from my house, and it's a really cheap but also good place to go eat any type of day, really. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna show you guys, and yeah. Gracias. Alright, it is Sunday. I just got done with church and I went to the Mercado for breakfast, and I don't know, it wasn't hitting today. It might have been because I went a little late, and so they were probably like shifting from breakfast to lunch, but it just wasn't good. It really wasn't that good. I will probably still like show you guys how it is. That was probably like the one time I went and it hasn't been good, but it's okay. It was still pretty cheap, like probably like $4 for all the stuff I got, so it was still cool. So I got my breakfast, went to church. Now I had to do like my household chore. All my roommates, like, we each have a chore for the week, and so my chore is to clean the kitchen, so I just cleaned the kitchen. And now I am about to get ready to go back to Bosque de Chapultepec again for another week. And this week I am going with one of my roommates. We're going to the castle in Chapultepec. And so that'd be cool. It's usually free on Sundays. Only thing is, because it's free, it's probably going to be a little busy. But we're prepared for that. So we just wanted to like get out and do something, and so that's going to be our activity, and it's probably going to take a lot of time and energy. But it's okay because I haven't seen the castle yet. And so it'll be cool to like at least go see it today. And then if I feel like it's too busy and I didn't really get to enjoy it, I'll probably do it another day. But yeah, that's the place I am showing you guys this week, is the castle. I need to figure out the actual name like in Spanish, but it's the castle in Bosque de Chapultepec. And so that's our activity for the weekend. I didn't do anything yesterday because it was rainy and cold all day, and I just didn't feel like going out in that. And so I stayed at home and watched movies. I watched I was on Netflix yesterday. I watched one movie. It was called Really Love, which was pretty good. And then I watched Waves, which I've watched before, with Sterling K. Brown. He's one of my favorite actors. And it was cool to watch it again now that like I'm interested in film and like videography and all of that. It's a really good film and it just came out on Netflix. So if you guys want something to watch, check out Waves. But like, warning, it's a heavy movie. Like, I feel like I'm still like, it's still weighing on me a little bit. I watched it when it first came out back when I was in college, but I don't remember it being that heavy. But it's really good. Like, it covers topics and like just like real things that like they're real and they're necessary, but it's heavy, so warning. But Waves on Netflix is really good. And so I watched that yesterday, finished editing a video, and so now today is like my day of doing things. So yeah, about to go to the park. Not the park. Well, yes, to the park, but yeah, about to go to the park. But yeah, about to go to the park, about to go check out the castle, and that's about it. See you guys later.
Mango, sandía, mira.
Oh, mira este. Ah, no importa, también.
Yum.
En noviembre.
Yum.
La vas a subir con ella.
¿No?
¿Ah?
¿Todavía no?
Wait.
¿Tu video de la Semana del Arte?
Ah, sí.
¿Ya lo
Es
subiste?
completo. Sí.
Ay, pero yo todavía
Es
no tengo
en
tu
mi-
página de YouTube.
Sí, es en mi canal.
Así, así. Gracias. Excuse me.
¿Es picante o no? Okay. You tell me.
Baby.
Es un momento. Sí, okay.
Well, you can try.
No. Your face made me not want to. This is a workout. We don't even know if it's going to be open. But it's okay. Hey y'all, we made it. Okay, we made it in. We're probably gonna have to come back because they're closing soon, and I don't know. I feel like we have to kind of like rush through it, but it's cute. Like they have like a cute, like you have like a nice view from here. It is slightly busy here since like this is the free day, but it's not like too bad. There was no line or anything, so I guess that was okay. Here's a little view. All right, hola amigas. Hola. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Lili. ¿Y cuál es tu nombre? Diana. All right, that was your introduction to the channel.
Hacia allá la salida. Hacia allá la salida.
Está muy fresco y muy padre aquí.
Okay. So wrapping up this week, it was pretty chill. Like I didn't do much, but it was still pretty exciting because I just feel like I am progressing, which is always the goal for me. Like my goal, I just always want to be experiencing growth at whatever pace that may be. And so I'm really excited about the docuseries, and I felt really inspired this week just talking to different people and being in different spaces. And I'm really excited about this channel and like the direction that we're going in. Since last week, we have grown almost 30 subscribers. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and welcome to all the new people. I am glad that y'all are here. And yeah, I'm really proud of last week's video. I'm proud of this week's video. Proud of the growth that I've experienced with editing and filming and documenting and talking to the camera, all of those things. And so I don't take any of that stuff for granted, and I am very appreciative of all of you guys and for the growth that I have experienced over this almost a year of living in Mexico and documenting it all. And so yeah, that's really exciting. So yeah, I really want to just continue to take small steps forward and use the things that God has given me in this season, and I hope that y'all do the same. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.